Hi there. Welcome to the Good Life Meditation for today. My name's Kurt. This is something that I do every day to remind myself of my life's objectives and principles and to recall how I did yesterday and plan for the coming day. Yesterday was a good solid day at work. I failed to go to the desert again. I had planned to go to Siberia in the evening, made it about a quarter of the way out, and turned around and came back. Just seems like that's not something that I do anymore. Let's do my objectives and principles. The 7 objectives are as follows. To be always ready to die. To make good and effective use of my time. To develop good and sound life principles. To cultivate good emotional reactions. To perform good actions. And to recognize my true limits and my true opportunities. My 30 principles are to always fight against everything that I hold as true, and to use reason as the tool in that fight. And to that end, to be honest, objective, and a skeptic. To remind myself that my consciousness will die with me, that I'm just a mortal, and that I'm stranded kind of in life, alone within this body. I can reach out to and communicate with others, but nothing more than that. There's no, we all truly are, live alone and ultimately die alone. Good and evil, right and wrong are opinions. They don't exist outside of the minds of those who conceive of them. And the purposes in my life are to be a good father and a husband, to live a life that makes the world a better place in objective ways, and to further whatever mission I want to take on in life. At this point, that's to further my book, Go In Alone, to share that message, because I think it's a good message, if I do say so myself. The world and everything in it is made of bits and pieces, atoms and molecules, and very soon I'll fall away back to that. So will you. Everything has some particular nature. It's good to remember what that nature is, so that we can abide it and expect it. It doesn't surprise us when it happens. Free will appears to be an illusion. We can make any choice we want, but probably we'd never have made any choice other than the ones that we do. Maturity is a state that we arrive at when we remember what worked and what didn't work, and then we have the strength to not repeat our mistakes and to further our successes. We need each other. We're social animals. When we speak, I want to speak with few words and speak very carefully with others and use language that is clear and never ever gossip. I want to control my consumption of all things, particularly my emotions. They are what they are, but it doesn't mean I need to gobble them down necessarily. I suffer when I do that. The pursuit of a simple life yields that end result. And I always want to remember that to not be unduly impacted by things that are not within my control, to be apathetic towards them. Life is a horror show, chock full of terrible things. I don't want to dwell on that, but I do want to remember it. And I want to bear well the responsibilities that I've taken and the pains that I must suffer and that others must, and to be a good friend to those. It's something I really need to work on. And to not spew out my upset into the world. And when others do that, to not consume it, but to recognize it, offer comfort if I can, but not make it my own. To remember that we distract ourselves so that we don't have to see the awful emptiness of the universe. A universe where it appears there is no oversight and where we are alone. To keep in mind that where I am, and what I'm doing is precisely where I want to be, and what I'm doing, and who I am. To remind myself to push forward to new life, to walk the path of wildness, where being nudged forward by our first inclination sometimes is the very thing we need to press on. To take on the deep risks of life, in addition to the stuff that we all know we should. The stuff that's sanctioned by society. But to build ourselves through a deeper pursuit towards the man or woman that I want to be. We want to be. There's a risk in that. To remember not to believe things too simply, too readily, without good reason, or to hope without a plan. Or to gossip. Again with the gossip. To remind myself that when I die, I'll be utterly wiped out. And I'll go back to what I was before I was born, which was nothing. Just atoms and molecules on their way towards becoming something that will never again be me after they dissolve away, after I burn up, after I rot in the ground. There's no escape with this consciousness in here behind our heads, behind our foreheads. It's going to be gone for good. So as a result, I'll never see my loved ones again. I'll never have a chance to make things right if I left on bad terms. Pardon me. To give myself some great life adventures, some marquee events in life to call my own. And to write down the words that come when they come to tell my story. To remind myself that I strive for a particular aim, but I usually miss, sometimes completely. That life is like a gladiatorial arena where we work our way to stay alive another day, using what we've uncovered through life as our shields and our weapons in the pursuit of a better life. That life's an uphill climb, where every step is labored, but takes us to a place where the view is still better. To remind myself that less is usually much better. Not just a little bit better, but much better. Especially the older we get. And finally, to remind myself and to remember to have fun. To make life enjoyable. Okay, so what about the plan for the day? Today I'm going to Stay home, mostly. I'll take the dogs out for a walk just now, and then I'll work on my book, The Good Life. I'm still editing that damn thing. I have some books to send out to people. Oh, it's available on my website. And Michael, if you would see this, you had asked before about being able to buy copies. They're on the website, but please don't buy The Good Life yet. It's available, but I need to work on that thing. Going alone is done. And then as soon as the business day starts, I'm going to make an appointment for the dogs to get a new vet here and get them checked out in our new community. Well, that's it. There's my Good Life meditation for today in just over 11 minutes. That's record time. Fast. I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't go to the desert last night, but there's better life to attend to here. So that is a forward climb. Okay. Make it a good life. Be safe, but not too safe. Bye-bye.